Have you ever felt that spark with someone, yet neither of you dares to admit it? It's that strange mix of fear and excitement, where a single glance feels charged, and even silence carries a secret message. Love can be terrifying when it's real. We hold back, trying to hide our feelings. But no matter how hard we try, the truth escapes in the smallest ways, in nervous laughter, in gentle acts of care, and in moments where words aren't even needed. In this video, we'll explore 7 sweet and subtle signs that reveal you're both already in love, even if you're too afraid to say it. These aren't the usual cliches. Some are hidden psychological patterns most people overlook. But once you recognize them, they'll change how you see your connection forever. And here's the twist. The final sign could be the most important of all. The one that shows your feelings are not just in your imagination. That's why you'll want to stay with me until the very end, because missing even one of these signs could mean missing the truth about the bond you already share. Welcome to Psychology Zone, where we uncover the hidden layers of the mind and heart. If you're curious about love, connection, and human behavior, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because what you learn here might just change the way you see your relationships. Sign 1, the long looks. This one is almost impossible to hide. When two people share a deep connection, their eyes give it away before their words ever do. A glance lingers a little too long, almost as if time slows down in that moment. But just as quickly as the gaze begins, it breaks. They look away, pretending nothing happened, when in reality everything did. That quick shift isn't rejection, it's fear of being exposed. Psychologists often say eye contact is one of the strongest nonverbal signals of attraction. And when it's mixed with hesitation, it creates a tension that feels both sweet and overwhelming. The silence in those moments isn't empty. It's heavy, charged, almost like an invisible conversation taking place. Eyes lock, words vanish. And yet something important is said without a single sound. It's a language of its own, one that only the two people involved can truly understand. Each gaze is a confession, and each glance away is an attempt to hide it. If you've ever felt your heart race after locking eyes with someone, you already know how powerful this sign can be. It's the truth slipping through, even when both are too afraid to admit it. Sign 2, nervous energy. Now let's shift from silent stares to something harder to control, the body's little giveaways. When feelings run deep, the body often reacts before the mind catches up. You might notice awkward laughs slipping out at the wrong moments, or a sudden fumble with words that should be easy to say. Hands fidget, legs bounce, or objects nearby suddenly become the center of attention. It looks like nervousness, but it isn't discomfort. It's excitement fighting against fear. The heart races, and the body doesn't quite know how to stay still. Psychologists explain this as the body's way of releasing tension when emotions are too strong. It's not a sign of disinterest, but the opposite. The presence of someone they secretly care about throws their calm completely off balance. Even the smallest gestures reveal it. A person might touch their hair, adjust their clothes, or laugh a little too loudly, as if trying to mask what's really happening inside. The energy is restless but also sweet, because it shows just how much the other person matters. If you've ever felt your voice crack or your words stumble around someone, you know exactly what this sign feels like. It's the body whispering the truth that the heart is too afraid to say. Sign 3, protecting each other's feelings. Another sign that love is present, even if unspoken, is the way two people treat each other with extra care. It shows up in small, almost unnoticed choices, like softening a comment that could sting or holding back words that might be too sharp. Instead of speaking without thought, they pause, as if weighing how their words will land. That carefulness doesn't come from politeness alone. It comes from not wanting to cause pain to someone who matters deeply. You'll notice it in the tone of voice too. A playful tease never crosses the line into cruelty, and even disagreements are softened with patience. Underneath it all is an unspoken rule: protect, don't wound. Psychologists suggest that when people are emotionally invested, they naturally guard the other person's feelings. It's instinctive, almost like a reflex, because hurting them feels like hurting themselves. Even in casual moments, this care slips through. A small reassurance, a gentle smile, or a quick "just kidding" after a risky joke, each one reveals a deeper tenderness at play. It's in the way criticism turns into encouragement, and silence turns into listening. Every choice says the same thing: your feelings matter to me more than my need to be right. Sign 4. Small acts of care. Let's move to something even more telling, are the little gestures that speak louder than words. Love often hides in actions so small that they might seem ordinary, yet they reveal extraordinary feelings. It shows when someone remembers the tiniest detail you once mentioned, like your favorite snack or the way you take your coffee. It's in the offer to carry something heavy, or the quick message just to ask if you got home safely. These moments don't look dramatic, but that's what makes them powerful. Care doesn't need big declarations. It shows up in the quiet, everyday choices that prove someone is always paying attention. Psychologists call this investment in well-being, where someone naturally prioritizes another person's comfort and happiness. It's rarely conscious. It just happens because they genuinely want to see the other person okay. Even the timing of these acts reveals something. A check-in text comes right when you're stressed, or a thoughtful gesture appears exactly when you didn't ask for it, but needed it most. Every small act is like a secret message. You matter to me more than I can say. And while words can sometimes hide the truth, actions like these almost never do. Sign 5. Pulling closer than stepping back. There's a rhythm to hidden love that almost feels like a dance. One moment they lean in closer, through words, through touch, or just through presence, and the next they retreat as if the closeness was too much to handle. You'll notice it in conversations that suddenly grow deep, then shift back to safe surface-level topics, or in the way someone might brush your hand, only to pull it away quickly, as if they crossed a line they weren't supposed to. This push and pull isn't rejection. It's the inner conflict of wanting to give in to the feeling, but fearing what might happen if they do. The heart moves forward, but the mind pulls it back. Psychologists often describe this as an approach avoidance conflict, where the desire for intimacy collides with the fear of vulnerability. It's confusing, but also one of the clearest signs that love is already present. The retreat doesn't erase the closeness, it highlights it, because every step back is only taken after they've shown how much they want to be near you. If you've ever felt someone's presence wrap around you, only for them to suddenly create space again, you've witnessed this sign. It's not distance, it's fear dressed up as caution, trying to slow down what the heart already knows. Sign 6. Inside jokes and special bonds. Sometimes love hides in laughter, the kind that comes from a joke no one else in the room understands, but the two of you can't stop smiling about. It's a private world built out of small moments that feel ordinary to outsiders, but magical to those who share them. It might start with a random phrase, a silly mistake, or a shared experience that turns into a secret code. From then on, just one word or look can spark laughter that doesn't need any explanation. These little worlds of humor are more than just fun. They're signs of intimacy. They show that two people have built a space where they belong only to each other, even if no one else sees it. Psychologists say inside jokes strengthen bonds because they create exclusivity. It's a subtle way of saying, we have something that only we share. And that sense of belonging is often a marker of deep emotional connection. Even in serious moments, the bond shows itself. A small smile, a quick reference to your shared joke, and suddenly tension melts into comfort. It's not about the joke itself. It's about the feeling of being understood without needing to explain. If you've ever caught yourself laughing with someone over nothing, only to realize how much it means, you felt the power of this sign. It's love disguised as humor, quietly building a bond that words alone could never create. Sign 7, unspoken understanding. There's a kind of connection that doesn't even need words, and when it happens, it feels almost unexplainable. Sitting together in silence doesn't feel awkward or empty. It feels safe, like the quiet itself is a conversation. You notice it in the way moods sync without effort. A smile spreads without saying why, or a heavy feeling is sensed even before the other person speaks. It's as if emotions travel invisibly, understood instantly and without question. This isn't something that happens with everyone. It shows up only when two people are deeply tuned into each other, when the bond runs beneath the surface of daily interactions. Psychologists describe this as emotional attunement, the ability to pick up on another person's inner state without explicit signals. It's rare, and when it appears, it almost always signals closeness that goes beyond friendship. Even the smallest details reflect it. A shift in tone, a change in expression, or the slightest pause can be felt and answered without either person needing to explain. The understanding is immediate. If you've ever sat with someone and felt that silence, said more than 1,000 conversations, you've already experienced this sign. It's the quiet proof of love, spoken through presence instead of words. Love, when left unspoken, can feel both beautiful and frightening. The glances, the nervous energy, the unspoken understanding, all of it hints at something real yet fragile. It's proof that the heart often speaks long before the lips ever dare to. But here's the truth. Sometimes the sweetest step forward is simply being honest about what you feel. Fear may whisper that it's safer to hide, but love grows only when it's given the chance to be seen. So if you've recognized these signs in your own life, take a moment to reflect on what they really mean. Because the bond you share might already be deeper than you imagined. If this video opened your eyes, share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your experiences. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to Psychology Zone for more insights into the hidden world of the mind and heart. Until next time, remember, love often reveals itself in the quietest ways. All you have to do is notice,